Hey, my name is C, and I'm the owner of CLM Custom Designs on Etsy as well as YouTube, and my channel is all things crafting. So welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're new, welcome. Come on in and take a seat, and let's get ready to learn something. Today I'm going to show you how I made this pencil jig. So if you're interested, stick around. Let's jump into the intro. Okay, so I uploaded the pencil jig that I got from Creative Fabrica as an SVG. Typically you would use basswood. I didn't have any basswood, so what I had used was a piece of like a dry erase board that I had got from Hobby Lobby, which I'll kind of show you because the only other thing I had was maple wood, and it was too long. I didn't feel like cutting it, so this is what I had. So here's the jig. I don't see any pieces falling out, so I'm not sure if what am I trying to say? If I need to do a second cut, but I'll test it when it's done. So yeah, we'll see what's actually going on. Okay, it's all done. I am not going to move it. I'm just going to try to tap and see if the pieces cut through, which don't seem like anything is falling out. So as you can see, it did not cut all the way through this material. I even tried running it through again at a higher power, lower speed. It simply just did not work. So I had to go back to the store and actually get a piece of basswood, which you will see in the next clip. There's always a debate as to whether or not you should cut with this paper on or not. I decide to always take mine off, only because then you'll have to pick it off of each individual piece. So but some people say take it off because of the black soot that might get on there. So it's completely up to you as to what you want to do. You can see I do have my triangular prisms in there just so it can have some airflow underneath. I tend to line mine up with the line right there so that I can get it as straight as possible. Close it and wait for my computer to refresh. So as you can see, it'll ask that it's too big, and you'll say scale it to fit to the canvas. And there it is. You can zoom out so you can see it. You can move it into the corner so you're not using your entire board, so that you can save as much your wood as possible for other projects. So there's that. So now that it's in there, we just want to frame it. I don't know what happened to this video. Somehow the recording got in extremely slow motion, so it's just a mess. So I just decided to do a voiceover. Here you see me framing it out, just to make sure that it's going to fit on the board, which you should do before you start any projects, just to make sure you have them in the right location. Also, once I got the basswood, the computer program automatically recognizes the speed and the measurement and everything that you need to once you type in the type of wood that you're using. So we're all good to go now, and we are actually going to do the cut. And again, if you know what wood you're using or what material, there is a drop down for you to select. If they have that material listed, then you just click on it and it will set up all the other parameters that you need to get this done. If not, you'll have to auto measure and figure out what your speed and your power are going to be. So now we're just going to go ahead and watch it do its thing. See a little bit of the progress. Stay in the lines first. And I guess it'll go back and do the words in the border. Okay, we are all done. And you can already see that some of the letters have fallen through. Yeah, the jig did well. I'm going to pop these letters out and then clean up this mess and then show you how the pencil fits. Are all finished, and you can definitely see the difference between the two. Again, I could pry this and, you know, probably some pieces would pop out, but that's entirely too much work to do. So if you're using this dry erase board, I think it's called a hardboard, I would only use that for engraving. I wouldn't necessarily use it for cutting because it's not worth the time that it would take you to rescore and do all of those things. But I would definitely say that this was a winner. This was basswood. As I mentioned, there is a little, you know, charring down the bottom. You could probably clean that part off. But again, it's just a jig for me, so I'm not really interested in all the things. You also could have separated the design and just did this in engraving or scoring, or took it off altogether if you didn't want both of them on there. But needless to say, I'm pleased. These letters I will keep for maybe another project sometime because it cut the letters out, as you can see, very, very nicely. So now that I have this, also, these were the lines of the insert. Everything fell out nicely. I don't know what I could use it for, but we'll save it. And by moving this over, I was still able to save this, which I could use for another project. So now we have the pencil. I'm gonna angle you down so you can see. We have the pencil here, which I'll give you. And as you can see, it sits there nicely, doesn't roll. And so once you're engraving a pencil, you can just put them in here and they will not move. You'll always have the same spot each and every time you go to engrave. Now you could measure the pencil. I did not, so you can see that my eraser is a little bit higher or longer, however you want to say it. My pencil is a little bit longer than the holes, so you can measure your pencil to make sure that it's going to fit within the area. Pencils are different sizes because, as you can see, when I use this Ticonderoga, it fits in there perfect. All right, no issues with that. These are a little bit, if you can see, maybe this is a better angle. These are a little bit longer, but the Ticonderogas fit perfectly. So depending on your pencil, you may want to go ahead and measure so you can have the right size. But I am pleased with that, and I appreciate you sticking around. In my next video, you'll get to see what I actually do with the pencil jig. So like, comment, and subscribe. Share my video with anyone else who you think would be interested in what I do. And until we meet again, be safe. Bye-bye.